I'm W. Earl Brown. I played Gale Weathers' ill-fated cameraman Kenny in Wes Craven's brilliant movie Scream, along with a couple of other Wes Craven films. And you are watching Craven Something Scary.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Well, tonight, guys, I'm very excited because, as you see on the screen, I'm not alone because this is the part one, if you will, of the grand finale of Bloody Summerfest that I've had such a great time doing with my good friends, Night and Coriander from the Night Watch Zone. Welcome, both of you.
Woohoo! Good to
We
be
got
here.
Corey.
Man. Good to be here.
Good to be together and great to see Coriander's hand. It's always a pleasure.
That's right.
Love it. I love it.
It's the simple things in life.
It is so true. Couldn't have said it better, my friend. Well, guys, here we are. Can you believe we've reached the end
Yes.
of Summer Bloody Fest? Before we dive into all the good stuff for tonight, Night, just give me a summary and Coriander if you'd like to, high level, and we'll get more into it. But just high level, what do you think about the fest this year so far as we're winding down?
Well, I think it was a lot of fun, and we gave a lot of thought to kind of doing it in a little bit of a different type of structure, which
Mhm.
we we were spitballing on that for probably a couple weeks.
Yes.
On the
Mhm.
phone and online and talking many times and stuff. And I thought it was fun that we still had a get together of watching movies,
Yeah.
but we also like put together what I thought was some really fun party streams where we just kind
Mhm.
of, you know, kicked back and had some awesome guests on the panel, and we just had fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. The conversations were fun. The little games were fun. Sarah did a great job with the games. I think it was nice and interactive for all of us, and
Oh, it was so much,
also
man.
for and also for the audience. And now it's kind of like the after party, and you know we it's been fun. It's really been
Mhm.
fun. So I'm glad that people seem to have enjoyed it, and we had a lot of engagement last week, which was
Yep.
is just great to see. It's great to have, man. It makes me think, okay, well, we should do this again.
Yes. Yeah. I feel the same way. The engagement we got last week was just phenomenal, and it really did drive home that people, that our community enjoys these things that we're doing,
Yeah,
man. You know,
I
and
agree.
and so I 100% agree with you. I think this is this was a good fest. It was a good fest. Um,
It was.
100% sure that it was. And so, what we're gonna do tonight, guys, we're going again. It's an after party, right? So, this is that time where we're gonna keep it loose. We're gonna keep it loose tonight, and we're just gonna have a good time hanging out with you guys. We're gonna talk. We'll talk some Scream. We'll talk some I Know What You Did Last Summer if you want. We got a lot of different things that we can. It's on the table, of course.
Mhm.
And I have a big question that I'm going to ask in a minute to kick things off. But before we do, let's share some very exciting news because guys, we have one final night of raffles that we're going to do tonight, and we
Woohoo.
thought about how we wanted to do it this final night as well. We talked about it,
Yep.
and so what we decided to do is I'm going to put it on the screen. So here's what we're going to do for tonight's streams. So we're going to do a raffle here. And the first raffle is where all you have to do is simply send in a $5 super chat that earns you a raffle ticket. That's one entry into the drawing and on the random wheel. Now, what's different this week, though, tonight, is that we're going to have multiple prizes that they could draw. The wheel could land on.
Yes. Yep. It will be
Yeah.
multiple prizes. And of course, anytime we spin the wheel, at least in my opinion, it's always a blast. It's always fun to kind of see, the possibilities, and you're waiting with bated breath. And I think again, it's another fun twist. It's another fun twist that I don't really see this happening in a lot of other places, and I think it's fun. It'll be fun.
Yes, I 100% agree. And it's going to be different. And then tonight for our grand prize raffle, one more time, we're rolling it out, guys, for a $10 super chat entry. You could be a winner to be appearing with us here on the panel for a live stream, guys. And this is honestly, I think that the most grandest prize we could ever offer because it's, very few people appear on panels with us. And so, in fact, unless you're a channel member here at the Craven Cut level, you could actually appear on a live stream once a month with me. But what this one is this is to appear with me and the Night Watch Zone. We're going to be together on this one.
Yep.
So it's a pretty amazing prize. I hope you guys are excited about it. So start sending in your super chats now for the raffle tickets. Remember, $5. You see it there. You get a chance to win multiple prizes on the prize wheel. You don't know what's going to come up till we spin it. And a $10 raffle ticket gets you in the drawing for joining us on the panel. So that's going right now. That is live right as we speak. And now we've got something else that's very exciting. And this is currently for people that are here on the channel and you're not channel members. So if you're here tonight and you're not a channel member, this is a really special thing that we're going to do. And so here we go. Nat, you want to take the first one?
Sure. If you become a channel member or if you become a Patreon member during the stream, we will reduce the exclusive virtual autograph poster from $15 to only $12. So that is
That's
our
right.
commemorative poster that is autographed, and we're super excited about it. And it's like I said, I'm just so glad that we were able to do it, and I just think it's cool, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. I still love this so much. And we were able to we've never done an autograph poster like this.
Mhm.
And look at it, guys. We look at it like this. We're going to reduce that poster down to only $12 for new members because if you think about it, Knight, it's like a $3 reduction, which helps offset your first month of membership. So if you join
Yes.
now, right? You join now and you can pick up a poster for only $12 and instead of 15, and that's our way of giving $3 back to you to help offset your membership fee for the first month.
That's true. That is so
Yeah.
true.
That's it. So that's what's going on here, guys, tonight, and we'll be reminding you of that throughout the stream, of course.
Yes, we will.
We certainly will. In fact, I'll start us off just by putting it on down here. There we go. So there it is. All right. Excellent. So, hey guys, before I was just about to turn to the chat and say hello, and look what happened. Oliver has sent in a $10 super chat.
All
That is
right.
fantastic, Oliver. Thank you so, so much, my friend. Says Billy and I would like to appear live. We are both happy
Nice.
that the Saw franchise has some life in it. Yes. And
Yes, indeed.
hope we get part. Yeah, I know, man. It's very exciting news.
It is.
Isn't it great? Back in the hands, and we can even start there in a minute as a starting point. Um, what a great thing that it's back with James Wan. It's back with the father, creator, right
I
where it
agree.
should be.
I agree, man. I mean, it's probably um, it's probably the best case scenario that could have happened. And a lot of franchises, when they run into obstacles like Saw 11 did,
Mm,
a lot of times that could be the end of it.
it sure
For
could, dude.
forever, or at least for a long time. I mean, I've said it time and time again, but for everyone that's a fan of Elm Street, and for everyone that's a fan of Friday the 13th, I mean, we've literally gone over a decade with
I know.
nothing,
Nothing.
nothing. So I always say to myself, like, for people that are, if you're fans of Halloween, if you're fans of Scream, or whatever else that's still getting made, like Final Destination and so forth,
Yep.
be thankful, because you
So
guys,
true.
even if you're not a big fan of the movie, or even if it has a lot of flaws or misses, at least those franchises are still alive. They're still being talked about,
Yes.
and it also still makes whatever entries are great still
Mm-hmm.
shine.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about it like that, and even for ourselves, and myself speaking just for myself, even with
Yeah.
some films that, if I had issues with, Halloween Ends, right? It's like, yeah,
Right.
I had
Right. Right.
issues with it, but
Mm-hmm.
man, for 4 years or whatever it was, I got
Yeah.
to enjoy the franchise at a high level
Yes.
with the rest of the world. And
Yeah.
thank good.
Interview.
And what was that?
I got to interview James.
We
Jude
got to interview
Courtney.
James Jude Courtney. That's right.
Yeah.
And it was a great time as a Halloween fan. And for Elm Street fans and Friday the 13th fans, it's like, nope, you got nothing.
Nothing. Nothing at all. And
Nothing.
it's a
So,
great. Go ahead, please.
well, I was gonna say, so for Saw, there's light in the tunnel, because now it's back with
Mhm.
James Wan through Blumhouse, and I guarantee you, James Wan is going to make sure that, if nothing else, there's going to be great effort to make this next entry really good.
Yes, I'm telling you, man. Just and I know that James wasn't directly involved with 10
Right.
per se, but that movie was made so well. It was written so well
Hmm.
and acted and executed so well that it's my favorite sequel in the franchise. Night.
Hmm. Yeah, it was really. Ooh,
Yeah. Oops.
yeah, it was
I
really, really good.
Yeah, I enjoy the franchise, but that's my favorite.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah.
in fact, I was just gonna say real quick, anyone I talk to that's not like seen Saw, if they've been under a rock, and there's a lot of folks that haven't seen it, believe it or not, especially the younger group. I say go watch Saw, then watch Saw 10, then watch Saw 2.
Hmm.
That to me is the trilogy now. What do you think, Knight? You
It's
think
not a
that's a
bad.
trilogy?
Well, I mean, you could look at it like that for
I
sure. I
mean,
mean,
not
but
officially, but
yeah, I mean, no, and they're all good. I personally, and I know Coriander, when we went through the Saw franchise, we kind of watched them all in a row, and then of course Saw X when it came out, and she was never big into it or had seen them all, whatever, and she really enjoyed them, and I was like, yeah, man, we got another fan for the franchise. That's awesome. But I will say this: I'm actually a fan of Saw 3 as well, and I did a why you hate on it, because you can poke fun at it for sure, but of course, at the end of 3, spoilers. But at the end of 3, John is unalived. You know, and so in a way, in my mind, you'd almost have to watch 1, 10, 2, and then 3, and then you got his whole existence. If you look at it like that. And I know it's 4 movies, but
Dare I say, Knight, it's a quadrilogy.
There you go. See?
A quadrilogy.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I'm going to make up new language, new words on live streaming, and it's going to happen.
That's what we do.
And real quick, well, first of all,
It's got the Craven Dictionary.
Craven Dictionary. There you go. I like it.
All right.
Stella, and I'm going to get to the chat, guys. I'm coming, I promise. Stella says, I've only seen Saw and Saw 2. Can I skip the rest and see Saw 10? I suggest doing what Knight just said. I would watch Saw 10 next because you've already seen 1 and 2. And then 3. Yeah. That's what I would do. But that's up to you. You can watch them in any order you want, but just make sure you see Saw 10.
I thought 3, and not to get off 10, but I thought 3 was really good, man, because
no.
3 was.
I mean, with watching just those, do you get the full story?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, if you were to kind of just pick a few.
That's the thing. If like with me, I wasn't into it at all. But once I started watching them,
you couldn't stop.
Then it was like, yeah, let's keep going to the next and the next.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I mean, if you're a fan of it, then I would watch them all.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But if you're like,
100%.
I'll check it out to check it out, but you kind of want to get the gist, then I would do that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, and to me, the thing about 3 that I really enjoyed was you got, John Kramer was there, basically bedridden, but you had.
Don't say too much. Careful.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, she saw 2, so that's kind of how he ended up at the end. But what I loved about it is Amanda had a really cool role in that film.
She did.
And the game that happened, well, I thought it was awesome. I really did.
It was good, bro. I need to re-see it 3 because it's not fresh in my mind.
Yeah,
I need to see it again.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Oliver, we got you down for an entry into the raffle to be on a live stream with us. And he sent another super chat. Thanks to Oliver. It says Saw 3 and 4 are must watch. Okay. Yep. Thank you so much, Oliver, for the super chat, supporting the channel, supporting the fest. And I am going to play a super chat clip.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy. It's got we got to play one now every now and then. And Knight, I think you've seen this one, but sometimes when you're watching a sci-fi horror movie and it finally comes down to that final battle, man, and you see the writings on the wall, and literally in mid-point of the finale fight, something changes and it shocks you, just like what happens here.
Big Bomba! Big Bomba!
That's a good one.
You got a missile that changes into a giant rat.
Who does that?
I know, like, who creates this? Like, who writes this out? I'm like, what is happening, dude? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Oliver. And hey, we want to shout out to Erica for becoming a YouTube channel member.
All right.
All right, Erica. It is great to have you joining here on the channel.
Woo-hoo.
And guess what? Now you've just earned the opportunity, if you would like to do so, to get some of that membership money back. You can get our very first autographed virtual poster for only, it's not 15, Knight. It's not 14.
Nope.
It's not 13.
Nope.
It's $12. That is it for this virtual autograph poster.
That's
And
right.
that's our thanks to you for becoming a channel member tonight, and a way to get that, $3 back in your pocket to offset it. So
Woohoo!
only $12 right now. If you want to send in a super chat, Erica, that is your call. But if you like this autograph poster, we'll send it to you virtually for only $12 super chat. Thank you, Erica. It's great to have you in the fold. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yoo-hoo. Appreciate it very much. And I want to say hello to the chat now. Guys, I know you guys are still continuing to come in. I appreciate you. Blanket hello to everyone that's here. I want to give a shout out to Sarah Campbell, who's moderating the chat tonight. Thank you, Sarah, for keeping an eye on things for us and posting the links as you're already doing. And that's right. There's how you do it, guys. Become a Patreon member tonight. If you join Patreon, please say in the chat, I just joined Patreon,
Yes.
so that I can see it and we can recognize you. Or you can also become a channel member by clicking the join button. It's right by subscribe on the stream. And don't forget to subscribe, guys, to the Night Watch Zone. If you're not yet done so, please subscribe to my buddies Coriander and Knight. They're amazing people, amazing content creators. They're the real deal. You're going to love it. So go subscribe if you've not done so right now.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Thanks, bro.
You're more than welcome. So again, we want to shout out to Erica. Eric's in the chat. Paula is here. Good to see you, Paula. Good to have you tonight, as always. DJ Plays Favorites is in the house. Stella G, again, I mentioned her. I want to say hi again.
Hey.
All right. Let me scroll here real quick to make sure I get everybody that's here that has typed something at least. Let's see. Julie. Oh, Julie's here as well, putting up links. Hey, Julie. Another moderator. Thank you, Julian and Sarah, both of you, for being here tonight. All right. Appreciate the help and appreciate you being here, period. And Kevin is here. What's up, Kevin? And Kelly says, hello, Stephen Knight and chat. I'm late, but I'm here. Hey, that's all that matters, Kelly.
Hey.
Welcome back. Can't miss the after party, man, right? You can't do that.
That's right.
Gory Tiger's here. Hey, Gory. Welcome. Who else is hanging out with the party people tonight? Hollywood guy. Hey, what's up, my man? Good to see you.
Hey.
Mr. Rick is here as well. Says, I wish I could give something, but at least I'm here to watch. I love you guys' videos. Hey, Mr. Rick, that's all right.
Thank
Just
you.
the fact that you're here, buddy, that's what counts. We appreciate you. And thank you for your faithful attendance, man. Seriously, man, it matters.
Yes. Just hit that
Jason.
like button.
Yes.
It's
Thank
free
you,
and
Coriander.
the best thing you could do.
That's right. That's free. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps us out a lot. Thank you.
It does.
Thanks, Coriander, for reminding us of that.
No problem.
What's up, Jason? Good to see you, my friend, as always. Hope you're having a good night. All right. Erica says, I love this horror circle, seeing everyone from Jake streams and all the other streams. Spread the horror love. It's true. The Lethal Collective, man, we've got a tight bond. And
Yes, indeed.
it's really cool. And I think that we were doing the Lethal Collective night in Coriander, where we're spreading it out channel to channel. It just reintroduces folks to us, or maybe introduces some folks for the first time.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's really a cool thing.
Yeah. It's fun. It's like taking the party to one place, then another place, then another place, then another place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it is.
That's right.
Hey, Kenny, good to see you, man. Kenny's in the house with us. All right. And hey, we got another super chat coming in for a raffle ticket into the first entry. All right. So,
All right.
DJ Plays Favorites, thank you, my friend. He says, great after party. Hope everyone likes my choice for topic on the show. Ooh, well, we'll have to see, man. The random wheel will pick the prize, and you'll get to pick. So we'll have to see. You know what? It could happen. You never know. Stay tuned. And yes, Erica is one of Jake's mods. So you see, that's right. You see us on every rotation. That's so cool.
Yes.
So cool. All right. And hey, Becky's in the house. What's up, Becky?
Hey.
That's really good to see you tonight. I'm glad you could make it. And Nick is here. Happy 4th. Hey, Nick.
Hey.
What's going on? Good to see you. Nick's got a great channel as well. All right. So for DJ's super chat night, I think we should play a clip. And speaking of far out, unexpected things in a horror movie and a sci-fi movie, always night, most of the time, except for Jerry and Walter, because they're the super cats. They're like
so handsome.
What's the cat's name? Clemson? What was the guy from this movie? Clovis.
Clovis, that's right.
Clovis is a super cat too. But most of the time, dogs are always expected to win a fight between a dog and a cat. That's just general assumption. Well, not always, Knight. And here's an example, buddy. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a strong cat, man.
I guess
Tell you what.
That would totally be Jerry.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, so here's the question, Knight and Coriander, that I would like to pose to get things kicked off in the chat. All right. So here's my question, guys. For all you Scream fans, I know that we've got a lot of Scream fans here tonight. How many more Scream films do you want to see Sidney Prescott be the focus of? All right, so how many more Scream movies do you want to see that it focuses on Sidney Prescott, and why? I forgot to say that. And why do you want it to be whatever number it is? Because I think that could be interesting discussion tonight. So there it is, guys. Yeah, after 7 and 8, because after 8, I should say that. Thank you, Sarah. Because we know that Sydney's going to be an 8, and they said that it is going to be focused on her again. So we know we have Sydney for another 2 movies, 7 and 8. So how many, Knight? I'll start with you, Coriander. How many after 8 do you want to see Sydney be the focus of?
Starting with me or with Coriander?
I'll start with Coriander. Yes, yeah. I'll start with Coriander, and we'll come back.
You really want to ask me this question?
I mean,
probably gonna get like haters from, these
Hey.
diehard,
Right.
You never
Scream
know.
lovers, but I was really disappointed with her character in 5, and that kind of like ruined like my whole outlook on her now. So the fact that, oh my God, like I just can't believe she's, and the main focus is her for including this movie, 3 movies. That's a little to the extreme, in my opinion. For me, that's too much.
Well, she is the final girl of the franchise. She's the Laurie Strode of
get it.
Scream.
Not all final girls should survive.
Yeah.
Well,
and I
Go
just think, this chick's been chased and chased. How often has Laurie Strode been chased by Michael? Not half as much as this
Yeah, she
particular.
has.
Not
I think
really.
they're pretty close.
I think
Yeah,
so.
1, 2, 6, 7, 2018, Kills and Ends. That's 7 movies, not including the 2 Rob Zombie movies that Laurie Strode was,
And
the
how
focus.
many?
For Sydney.
Yeah.
5. I'm just
Okay,
saying. I'm
so-
just saying.
My whole
let me just.
point is, all I'm saying is, it seems like with Sydney, it was sooner the attacks were sooner together
Mhm.
compared to Lori.
Right.
So that to me made it, I guess, feel like it was vice versa.
Yeah.
So
That's
all
fair.
I'm saying is I'm ready for this to be like over,
To move on to
honestly.
the character.
Like whether she has a happy ending like everybody wants her to have, or she gets killed and that's it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I just want to clarify one thing. Not really clarify, but just reiterate maybe that with Scream 5, she was really not the focus, remember? Because that was when we learned of Sam and Tara.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And
So
it wasn't. It was
she
just how
came at
she.
the end, right?
I get that. And
Remember?
it was
Yeah.
her reaction to Dewey's death.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
writing, guys.
real.
That's
I
Guy
get
Busick.
that, and I get that.
Yeah.
But it pissed me off enough where it
Mhm.
totally screwed her character for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
For
Sure.
me.
Right.
Okay. So yeah.
I get it. I get that. And I wasn't happy with it either. I thought they really should have written her to have more emotion. That was
Oh, totally. I was like
that's
expecting
yeah.
her to like
It didn't
break
feel.
down
It didn't
and
feel. It didn't feel like that was a real
big deal.
react. Yeah, it didn't feel like that would be the real reaction of the Sydney that we knew from
Yeah.
the first 4 movies.
Yeah.
That's
So I was
right.
like so disappointed, and then I was like, you know what? Screw
But-
this shit.
But here's the good news, and this is where my answer.
Take my. It was like you take my favorite character, you kill him off, you give no real emotion from who
Mhm.
be given it is Sydney and friggin' Courtney, and neither of them really did.
Yeah.
And Courtney survived. It's like her character should have been gone. Dewey
She
should,
should yes.
and I probably
Yeah.
would have been okay. But
I agree.
I'm all set with this series after
But-
all that
But
bullshit.
this is what I will say, which is almost the flip side of, well, not the flip side, but the other way I'm looking at it, because I do think the writing was really, and I've said this 1,000 times. I think the writing betrayed Sydney and Gail.
Yes. Yes.
5, and I think Gail in 6.
Yep.
And they weren't the characters that neither that I knew from the first 4 films,
Right.
or the way they should be portrayed as they, got older. Dewey, the way they portrayed Dewey was very interesting and very well done, and David had a great performance, and I would have loved to seen that version of Dewey continue. And he was grizzled, but he was still Dewey. It was great. That would have been an amazing arc for a character to continue on. But like you said, Stephen, it was the writing, and it reminds me, and you know what I'm going to say, it reminds me of, as we remember in Halloween Resurrection, one of my favorite final girls of all time did the stupidest thing ever, walking right up to Michael to try to pull off his mask. Laurie Strode wouldn't do that.
No.
Not the
No.
Laurie Strode that I know. It was a stupid move. It was a stupid moment. And I know Jamie Lee Curtis didn't want to be in the movie because originally Michael was supposed to die at the end of H2O, and they kind of tricked her. But that's an example of how the writing can betray a beloved character. Fortunately, in 2018, I thought they did a great job with Laurie Strode. So my answer to this question, I'm kind of cheating. If Sidney Prescott, if they write her better, in this next movie, and it feels like the Sydney that we knew, and it's a good story, right? It has to be a good story too.
Yes,
right?
it does. It does.
And supposedly the reason for her to be central to the story was the number one thing that was presented to her.
That's right.
And to also to Kevin Williamson, basically saying, this is why you should be in this movie as a character.
Yep.
And they were both like, oh wow, okay, I get it. So if the story is good and she's presented like she was in those first 4 films, I'm fine with seeing her again, But at the same time, and this is a problem, and I think we're going to talk about this when we go over to our stream. This is the problem with legacy franchises, is because the advantage is that you have characters that are beloved for years, sometimes decades. But there's also the other side of it, where how long can you keep presenting these characters in a situation with killers that you're supposed to fear?
Mhm.
that are supposed to be decent at their job of killing. You know what I mean? So it's a conundrum.
Right.
It really is.
You
So
know it is. Yeah.
so that's my answer to it, is that, you know, if this next movie is not a good outing for her as a character, then I'm fine with her just, you know, like Coriander said, just let it go, or give her the happy ending and move on to new characters, just like they did with Sam and Tara.
Yep. Exactly. I don't want to see her die, and I don't think she will. I don't. I don't. And you know, here's one thing I got to say. My opinion on this is, as long as they can write the compelling story,
Mm,
I will take Sydney for as many movies as they want to give me.
mm,
I'd have no problem with it. If Sydney's back in Scream 10 and it's got an amazing story, like, oh my gosh, you know,
mm.
it's great. I mean, why not? She's a great actress. She's young. She can run, she can jump, she can do all the things that she got a stunt double if we need her.
Mm,
But the point is, you know, I want to see, you know, and I may be in the minority here, and it's okay. I have no problem with that. But I want to see Sydney in as many movies as possible, because to me, Sydney is Scream.
mm.
Sydney Prescott. It's her. It's her life. Now I
Yeah.
get all the detractors and all the people, you know, how many times can one person be attacked? And I know. But listen, I'm also open to the idea of her being not the lead focus, but being involved. If her daughters, if they switch to her daughter,
Mm,
if Tatum becomes the new Scream face after 8,
mm.
then I'm fine with that. Sydney's still there. She's around. She's in the movie. She's giving
Yeah.
advice. She's, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily the lead anymore after these 7 and 8.
Right, right.
But I kind of personally, Knight and Coriander, I hope for a trilogy. I want 7 through 9, and let her go out with a bang with the trilogy if they're going to do that, like they started, and pass the torch to her daughter or
Mm,
someone like in the family for 9, or
yeah.
10 rather, excuse me, and then keep going from there. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. Hollywood Guy says 2 more. Kenny says none more. No more after these 2. Okay. Stella says at least 1 more after 8. There you go. That's what. Make it a trilogy. There you go. That's what I was thinking too. Kenny says no more Sydney. We need a new storyline with homage to Woodsboro. Okay. Hey, H-Roll Campbell in the house. Want to say hello to H-Roll joining us.
Hey.
And Erica coming in with a $5 super chat. Hey, Erica, you just got a raffle ticket. Thank you. Says just to support and remind everyone to hit that thumbs up button. Spread the horror love. Thank you.
Right.
It's awesome, Erica. I appreciate that. I really do. All right. Very good. And hey, guys, listen. Sarah Campbell, the Queen, has just come in and gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Hey, Sarah. Well, that's fantastic. Hey. So that's nice. That's 5 folks that have just got memberships. So they are members.
Nice.
And let me find out their names, because we want to get them in the drawing tonight. Thank you, Sarah. That's really kind. Hey, check it out, man. She's going to be so happy. Paula just got a membership gifted from Sarah.
All right.
All right, Paula, be sure you thank her. Hey, Kelly just got a membership. Look at there.
All right.
All right, Kelly. H-Roll just got a membership, who just joined the chat. Oh, how?
Very cool.
Talking Star Wars got a membership. All right. And Troy got a membership. Back in the fold.
All right.
All right, guys, you've all been entered for the raffle to win a prize tonight. So thank you, Sarah, for doing that. That's so kind and generous, and it gives all 5 folks a shot to win the raffle. All right. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great.
So Fantastic. I think, or at night, if I went too fast, brother,
No,
let me know.
I got everyone down.
All right. Mary Robertson is here. Hey, Mary. Welcome to the
Hey.
stream.
Hey.
Always going to need it. And Julie said something that I agree with. They're going to need a very strong story to give her a trilogy. I agree. Yep. And hey, look.
I think it's too much, honestly.
You think it's too much? You think 7 and 8 should be it? That should do it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What
And
if
listen-
in theory 7 and 8 are amazing?
Dude,
Right.
you know what?
Hey, 2018. After
That's-
Rob Zombie's Halloween,
You know
did we
what?
really think we'd
You know
get
what?
2018?
Rob Zombie's Halloween, it's okay. All right.
Yeah, but it's not
I'm
up
just
there in
saying
the
that
rankings.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. It's so hard to say, but
No, I know, but I'm just saying, just in theory, what if when we see it, it is
What do you mean?
awesome?
I don't even know if I
It is
want to
awesome.
see it.
I'm just saying, let's just
I
say
don't
it's
even know if I
awesome.
want to see it. That's how much I'm like.
Okay,
The only thing that's really making me come back is Stu.
there you go.
If Stu is in this movie, like people are saying he's in this movie,
Yeah, he's Matthew.
I
Lillard
will
is in
be
the
happy
movie.
about it. And the fact that really sucks that we know that Sydney friggin' has 2 other movies because Stu doesn't kill her, which he should.
Well, one other.
So whatever.
One other. Yeah.
Whatever. That just sucks.
But we
so
don't. Well, yeah, but
you know,
we
I
still
don't know what to
specifics
think. Yeah.
because we don't know that she's in. Well,
But anyway, like I said,
we don't know. without
from what
getting-
we're hearing, it
Mhm.
sounds like, he's not successful, and that's too bad.
Well, we don't know that.
Dude,
I'm just saying
she's
we
got
don't.
2 other movies
Yeah, but the franchise does. She
with her character.
doesn't. Well, yeah, but
Dude,
dude,
look,
we've
look.
seen enough horror movies
The
to
only
know how they
thing
can
that
sometimes
is kind
do
of pissing me
things.
off about Saw 2, sorry, Oliver, is the fact that they're going in between movies to bring back,
Mhm.
our man who's dead. Oops, sorry for people's spoiler, but all I have to say is
But it was an awesome movie, though. Saw X was awesome.
I know, but all I'm saying is I don't want that personally. So anyway, yeah.
Well, I got to say this, Night and Coriander. I'm upping the stakes for us tonight. So check it out, guys. I just entered a goal, a super chat goal on the chat, on the sheet, on the stand. Listen, in the next 15 minutes, it's only 15 minutes. If we get 5 super chats in the next 15 minutes, you guys, we're going to come back. You're going to win an extra live stream with myself and the Night Watch Zone next week. What do you think about that, Night, Coriander?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
we're going to rock and roll. So not only will your super chat, and remember, if you send a $5 super chat on the screen, you're going to be entered in the raffle. $10, you're entered in the grand prize raffle. That counts. So you're going to get double win. You're going to get, if you send that in, not only are you going to be getting a raffle ticket, you're also going to get a chance to see us next week together, which is not planned. It's not currently planned at all. But we're going to do it. Right? So starting now, guys, it's only a 15-minute window. So basically at 5 after 9, we're going to be rounding up the stream and going to Night's channel. So that's it. You got 15 minutes if you guys want to have us back together again next week. All right, it's in your hands. All right, guys, let's get back to the chat. Let me see what we're doing here. Oh, and by the way, Erica, I'm glad you said this. Everyone, you do not have to be on camera.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you can join the channel and guess what? Bam, there you go. No one will even see your face. All you can do is talk like I am right now. So you do not have to be on camera. I need to say that, Night, more. I never
Yeah.
say that.
I forgot to say that as well.
Yeah. So yeah, you do not have to be on camera, Erica, or everyone else. So don't let that keep you from having a chance to win a raffle because it would be so fun to be with you guys. So yeah, but here we go. We'll see what happens. But listen, we do have a super chat that's come through, and it's from our buddy Jack, DJ Jack. What's up, my
Hey.
friend? With a $10 super chat. Okay, Jack, you just got into the raffle to appear with us on a panel, and I appreciate the support, my friend. It says, let's go. Oh, Scream 7, let's go. And 8 and 9 and so on. Yes.
There you go.
I am with you, brother. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate the support. And you're now entered into the grand prize raffle, which we'll be doing in just less than 15 minutes from now. So great for that. Thank you, buddy. And DJ Jack, for your super chat, let me see here. Let me look up here. What's a good one for Jack? Let's do, Jack, the world today for single men and women too, don't get me wrong, but for single people in general, it could be dicey night when you're out there trying to find the right person.
That's true.
And you know what? I was lucky enough to come across some ladies here that are available. And if you're interested, you could possibly date one of these ladies.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I live in the West San Fernando Valley. Pardon me.
Hi, I'm Jana. I'm looking for... I'm not sure.
Hello, my name is Ellen. Some people call me sexy. Others say I'm sensuous.
Wow, man. So, hey, if you're feeling a little sensuous there with Ellen, you never know. Sparks could fly at night. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, night sparks could fly.
Sparks could fly. You never know.
Give her a try, man.
Oh, good gosh. Oh, my Lord. All right.
That look. Oh, I love it.
Guys,
God.
I tell you what, man. That's funny. Kelly says the rejected Golden Girls casting tapes. That's so funny. Good throwback. Good deep cut band.
Yeah.
The Golden Girls. Yes. I gotta say, that was a pretty funny group, though, in the Golden Girls. They were hilarious.
I agree.
Totally.
Good show.
All right. So, guys, like I said, we've got about another 10, 11 minutes, whatever we got going here. Not a lot of time. So let's talk a little bit about, I know it was touched on from the Lethal Collective a little bit, but I know what you did last summer. Everybody in the chat, are you excited about it? Do you guys want to see I Know What You Did Last Summer coming out July 18th? Is it like something you're excited to see, or are you kind of like, tell us your position? Are you all for it, or are you in the middle, like, yeah, maybe I'm going to go, I'm not sure, or I'm not excited at all? Let us know. Nia, I'll start with you, then I'll go to Coriander. What's your temperature for I Know What You Did Last Summer? What's your excitement level?
Well, I hope it's good, man. Like, I always want to see,
Wow.
especially if it's a slasher movie, I always want slasher movies to be good. You know why? Because when they're not, studios start to get to the point where they don't want to greenlight any good ones. And so, I want it to be good. It's a legacy franchise. They could do some cool stuff. It looks like, the kills are going to at least be very interesting and more variety to it. So that's a good thing. I just, like I said, if I was to say my temperature on it, I don't want to say I'm hot or cold, but I'm leaning more towards hot, meaning that I'm hoping that it's great, and I'm going to give it a shot. Who knows, though, man? Who knows? But all I know is this: if it's not good, then I just think that we might go through a period where studios stop looking at these long-standing IPs and giving them a shot. Which
maybe they should just do anyway.
Yeah, but they might do that to other slasher movies too. Like
No.
we would get
That's
Thanksgiving too.
All right,
What?
exactly.
A what
Thanksgiving
too?
too. Like, luckily, we're getting a Thanksgiving too. But
Well, that
but
had success, right?
right. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, when a movie sucks, like a
Mhm.
lot of times
Yeah,
studios
but they
get
have to
cold
look
feet.
at what horror has done, in the past few years. There's been great horror movies.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, they need to leave these old franchises alone and bring forth this new shit. And
Yeah, but here's
I'm tired of
No,
it.
It's a
now,
copycat, though. It's a copycat business. They
Yeah.
they copy each other, right?
that's right.
Studios.
And you know what? That's exactly the question I wanted to bring up on our stream, because what you just said, I
Mhm.
agree. But guess what? The box office doesn't show that, and we just
And
proved it
yeah,
with
well-
Hard Eyes and Companion.
That's
Two-
true.
Two amazing movies that will.
Very.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they will get sequels, but I'll tell you what, it's not a shoe in. You know what
No,
I'm saying? Like
it's not.
when 2018 came out, boom, we knew we were going to get another movie. The Scream movies, and it's like, I want new movies, but unfortunately,
Right.
they don't get the same support in general. I'm not saying every single
Well,
new
Mhm.
movie, because obviously Terrifier's done well. Thanksgiving did
I
pretty
think I'm
well.
willing to give my support to I Know What You Did Last Summer when it comes to the streaming.
Mhm.
I'm not. I
Okay.
don't want to spend my money and go see it in the theater. Definitely not.
Okay.
That's
So
just me.
no theater experience for Coriander. You're gonna
I'm all
wait for
set with
streaming.
that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to save my
Night. Are
money.
you gonna? Okay.
I mean,
Are
like
you
I
gonna see
said,
it?
I'd want
Not
to
with
see
me.
it, but
Well, I'm just
oh
saying.
man. But what I'm saying is that no, I definitely would like to see it. If I hear bad things about it, then I'll definitely think twice. Because
Right.
usually you hear things about films, but you just never know, man. I mean, some movies, they speak to you, some of them don't. Some that you
Mhm.
think are going to be good aren't. Some that are vice versa. Like, I didn't think that we were going to enjoy Smile. We saw Smile because
Mhm.
we saw Smile because we couldn't, because Terrifier 2 wasn't playing anywhere near us, and we were like,
Wow.
okay, let's check out Smile. Loved it,
Yeah.
absolutely loved it.
Yep.
We just saw 28 years later. It wasn't as good as the other two.
That's what I've heard from everybody. They're like, nah, it's a step down.
It,
But
it-
I
it
didn't
wasn't
mind
bad.
it.
No, I'm just
I
saying
didn't
it
mind
wasn't
it.
bad, but it was nowhere near what
Just saying.
the first two were. And
No.
and I don't know if I told you this, but my brother Killian, he text messages me. He said, "Did you guys see it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I was a little disappointed in that it wasn't as good as the first two." And I'm like, "Right?" So that's what I'm saying. You never ever know. You hope, but you just never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of a mixture of both of you. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. I'm actually. I will say I think I actually am looking forward to it because I guess it's more on just blind faith kind of in a way. I mean, I think the director has said some good things in interviews that I've liked.
Mhm.
I think we're going to get creative kills and weapons that we haven't seen before.
Yes.
That's something I'm excited about. And I just hope that they don't. I just want them to say it this way. I want them to make it new, old and
Right.
mixed with the new, right? So not just in cast, of course, but I want there to be, yeah. I want there to be the story. I want there to be a mystery. I
Right.
hope it's a whodunit that really pays off. That's all.
Right?
I don't
I
want
know.
it to come up and just flop in the reveal. That's what
Yeah.
I don't want. But having said that, yeah, I'll be watching it on streaming. And let's see what the chat has to say here. Oliver says somewhat excited, but I can wait for DVD. Julie has a bad feeling about it. Hope I'm wrong. Yep. Becky says I want to see it. Hope it's good. Erica says not really excited about it. I'm meh. Okay, but I'll watch it. And I think we should watch it, guys, because listen, like Knight said, and it's not to like call anybody out or anything, but let's support it. Look, if we can't go to the theaters, if you're a spot where you're not able to get out and go, and for whatever health reasons or something, just get it when it comes on streaming. You're still supporting it. You're still making a statement. But
Yeah.
if you're able to go to a theater, if it's a possibility for you, I highly encourage it because, as Knight pointed out, if we don't support these movies when they come out, these slashers most specifically, the forecast of more slashers isn't look good coming down the road.
That's right.
Because, like I said earlier, this is a copycat industry.
Yeah.
And if we start seeing one slasher flop, well, the next studio is going to be like, hey, we got this great script. This great slasher script is going to be amazing. The temperature is not out there. We saw what happened with, I know what you did last summer. It was, and I don't think it could really cause us to miss out on some good films. So
Yeah.
I say it like
Well,
this.
hopefully they'll read instead of just totally passing it up. Hopefully
Yeah.
they will read whatever they're giving, and the story will be better. And they will
Yeah.
be like, well, okay, let's support this.
Yeah.
All depends on the story.
It
Sure.
really does.
We need these creative horror people to bring it, man.
Mhm.
And they have. We've had some
Yep.
awesome people do that. We just
Sure
need
have.
more to do it,
Yep.
so that
It's
we can
true.
get away from these friggin' people trying to bring back franchises and movies that either shouldn't be touched or should just be not brought back, or just leave it alone.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, guys, as we start to wrap up here, we're going to do the raffle so we can get over to Knight's channel. It's getting late. Kenny says, meh. Okay. Stella says, I'm excited about it after trailer number 2. Okay. Purchased our tickets yesterday. There you go, Stella. That's awesome. I'm glad you're excited. Let's see here real quick. Wayne wants to see Freddie Prinze Jr. is a killer. Okay. DJ Jack is looking forward to it. All right. Wayne says, I'm sort of blah. Worried it'll be terrible. Okay. Kelly says, I'm lukewarm. High hopes, but I'd rather not be let down if it's a stinker. I hear you. Let's see here. Is that everybody I think that commented on it? Oh, Sarah had a comment. I hope it's good they don't give the OGs the Scream 5 treatment. Bingo. That is my biggest fear, that they're glorified cameos. And that's... I want the Trinity character to have solid screen time. Yes. I just rewatched 1 and 2, and they were more fun than I remembered. Yeah. I need to rewatch 2 again. I saw 1 recently, but... All right. Erica's waiting for streaming. So here we go. Hey, Rachel coming in just at the perfect time. We're wrapping up. We're getting about to head over to Knight's channel to continue. Rachel, thank you for being here at the end. You got to watch the replay for sure. We've just been chilling with everybody, having a good time. Oh, and Rachel has been a member for 8 months. Look at that. Inching closer to a year. Woohoo.
All right.
Thank you, Rachel. That's so wonderful. I appreciate you so much. Your support every month. You're so faithful. And look at here, Knight. Rachel just dropped out 5 memberships, gifted 5 memberships.
All right.
To the channel. Thank you, Rachel. That's so kind of you. That's 10 new members tonight. Amazing.
Awesome, man.
Wow. That's one night. That's 10 members. That is really amazing.
That is, man.
Okay, Knight, you ready? I'm going to read the names for you.
Yep, I am ready.
Okay, Becky. Hey, Becky's here. Becky's got an entry.
Okay.
Wayne. Look at Wayne. Back in the fold.
Wow.
Wayne.
All right.
T. Parker.
Gotcha.
Austin. And
All right.
Board Now. Board Now.
Woo-hoo. All right.
So, guys, if you're still here, make sure you thank Rachel for your memberships. It's very kind. All right, guys. So listen, before we go over to Knight's channel, we're going to go ahead and get ready to spin this wheel. And we're going to see who's going to win these prizes. So before we do that, Knight, I know we're not wrapping up totally because we're about to go to your channel.
Yep.
Last thing you want to say about the fest as far as maybe what we did on my channel last week and then the Hard Eyes watch party. Any comments about that?
Well, I think it was a lot of fun, man. And I think, when we go to our channel, that's one of the things I wanted to bring up, kind of like what we started to talk about. I think it's a fun movie. I hope that it can continue. with a sequel. I think it's got a lot of great, cool elements that I'd love to see explored. But as always, it's on the horror community, you know, and we'll see. We'll see if it got enough support. I hope so. I really do.
Yeah, me too. Coriander, any closing thoughts on the last 2 Wednesdays portion?
I mean, those I always enjoy doing watch parties with you. So the
Yeah.
fact that
me
it was
too.
with you and your channel, and then with our channel, and yeah,
That's right.
you know, it's
Mhm.
always a good time, and this isn't like, yeah, our next fest will be what, Halloween Fest. So yeah, I mean, that'll be, yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff.
It
Um,
is.
Oh, hey guys, look here. Stella coming in with a $5 super chat. Oh, hey, Stella's getting in that
Hey.
raffle. Stella says 240 days until Scream 7. I love it. Stella, I say this every time. You are just awesome, okay? Stella is just awesome. She's our official stat analyst. She brings the data. I mean, she brings it, man, and I love it, Stella. Thank you for your super chat. And we got you down for an entry to the raffle as well.
Yep, we got you down.
All right, guys, I'm going to go last call. All right, I'm going to give you 1 minute. If you want to purchase a raffle ticket, guys, this is it, because we're about to draw, and I would hate for you to miss out on these amazing prizes. So take a look here, guys. This is it. You have 1 minute to send in your super chat. $5 earns you an entry, and there are multiple prizes on the random wheel. So Knight will be spinning the prize wheel, and whatever it lands on, you win. And there's some great stuff on there. So that will do it right now. $5 super chat, boom, you're in. And the grand prize raffle, $10 super chat, will earn you an entry to the wheel. If it lands on your name, you will be a guest on our panel for an upcoming live stream, guys. So there are the rules and the prizes. That's it. So guys, you got it. This is it. Like I say, I'm gonna be another 30 seconds, and I'm gonna call it so that we can get up over to Knight's channel and continue. And 30 seconds, guys. I'm literally counting it down right now. And if nothing pops up, we're gonna spin. All right, this is it. This is gonna be it. All right. Another 10 seconds, guys, and then that's it. Just in case. All right. And okay. I think that's it. All right. So Knight, shall we, or do we need a second? We can do it in a second.
Give me 1 quick second.
You go right ahead. Take your time, brother. No worries. And guys, this has been such a fun time. I hope you guys have had a good time. We're going to also be going to Knight's channel in just a minute,
right.
and it's going to be a continue on the party. All right, Knight. So we will go ahead and let's do the first raffle drawing to see who wins, and then we get to see what prize.
Okay, so here we go with the names of the people for the first prize.
Okay.
And hold on. All right. And we will get ready to spin.
Good luck, everybody.
And go.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, Atrol.
Atrol.
Atrol, if you still here, let me know if you're
Congrats,
here.
buddy.
You got to be present to win. If you're here, type in "I'm here." You got 15 seconds. I hope you didn't have to leave. Uh-oh. Come on,
Oh,
Atrol.
man.
Atrol, if you're...
I just saw him in the chat. not too
I
long
know.
ago.
Same. Atrol, we're getting close, buddy. If you're here, you need to let me know in the chat. Because if you don't say it, we're going to move on to another person.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's not looking good. All right. That's it. Sorry,
Okay.
Atrol. Newper, we're going to have another shot for everyone else. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Erica. All
Erica.
right. All right, Erica. I know you're
Multiple
still here.
entries win again.
Exactly. See, that's the point, right? And multiple
That's right.
entries win again. When you
Yep.
guys enter these raffles more than once, you have a much better chance. And it just happened for Erica.
There she is. She's there.
Yay! Congratulations, Erica. Now, the big question night. What does Erica win?
Well, we're going to pull up the next wheel that has multiple prizes.
Okay.
And let's see what she gets a chance to win. So I'm going
This
to
is exciting.
take this away.
I love this part. It's one of my favorite parts of our fests. These
I know.
streams.
It's always fun.
Erica says,
Okay.
I'm just excited my name was picked. Hey, there you go. I am too.
I know, right?
All right,
Okay.
here's the wheel of prizes.
The wheel of prizes. Okay, let's see what Erica gets. Woohoo!
Oh, that's a
All
great
right.
prize.
That's a great one.
Knight,
for
you want to
you,
explain it?
Erica.
Let's explain it to Erica. Exactly what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so Erica, you get the opportunity to pick a tier list for us to do on a live stream. And I mean, we've done quite a few different tier lists over the last whatever it's been, like 2 years. I know I've done a bunch and you've done a bunch
yeah.
too, Stephen. So
right.
Erica, you could just think about it. Send me a message on Instagram, and I'll let Stephen know. Or you can message Stephen on Instagram, either way. But
yeah, just shoot me a message.
Yeah,
I'll host the stream, and when we do it at night, we'll figure out a date. We'll all host it over here, and it's no rush. So, Erica, don't rush. Don't think you have to do it like tonight.
It's no rush.
It's no rush at all. Take your time. Think about what you want to pick for the tier list, and when you think, oh, this is it, got it, send me an Instagram message, or Night, or both of us, either one. Let us know you've picked your topic, and we'll do it. I'll set the stream up with Night and Coriander, and we'll set it up, and we'll do the tier list.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. So, Night, we're now down to the grand prize. This is the appearance with us on a live stream.
That's right. And we have, let me just pick it. We have 2 folks on the list. So this is a 50-50 shot. Who would have thought?
Right? You can't beat those
Always.
odds.
Buttons I'm pushing tonight.
So we've got Oliver and we've got DJ Jack.
Okay, then. Here we go. Oliver's already saying I'm here before we spin it.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Here we go, guys. Good luck. Oh my God.
Wow.
Bro, you can't get any closer than that. That is insane. Wow. Okay, DJ Jack, if you're here, you got to be here, Jack. So
Ain't that the truth?
if you're here, excuse me, if you're here, go ahead and let us know, Jack. And oh, look at there.
There he
DJ
is.
Jack says, I am here. Good job, Jack. All right.
Wow.
So what we'll do then, Jack, Knight and I will get together. Coriander, we'll coordinate. We'll coordinate it, and we'll get a date. We'll get with you to see about dates and see which one works. And then I will host the stream, and we will do it. So good job, Jack. Congratulations. And there you go. So guys, listen, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We got a lot more to come on Knight's channel, and we don't want it to get any later. Oh, hey, Dice says hello. Well, good to see you, Dice.
Hello.
Hey, it's been a bit. I'm glad you popped in. Very cool. We're wrapping up, so you can definitely check out the replay, but I'm glad you're here. But you can come join us on Knight's channel. So part 2 is already in the chat. Thank you, Sarah. There it is. Click that link when we say goodbye, and we'll meet you over there. Knight, if you need to get set up, you go right ahead, and you guys head out, and I'll meet you there.
All righty. We'll catch you over there.
Get you over there shortly. Bye, guys.
Okay.
See you there. All right. And everyone in the chat, just click this link and it will take you over there. Okay, guys? So let's do this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Julie and Sarah, for moderating the chat. Thank you for all who gifted memberships. Sarah and Rachel, thank you, everyone who gave a super chat tonight. I much appreciate the support. It helps the channel, helps the fest. You guys are awesome that you do it, and I appreciate you, each one of you. All right, guys, much love. I will see you over at Knight's channel in 30 seconds. Bye, guys.